What's up, guys? Rick from Rick's Rock School here for another Coheed lesson, and not just any Coheed lesson. We're doing the final cut today. And right off the bat, I'm going to have to cut this into 2 lessons. So we're going to tackle the intro and the verse and Travis's first guitar solo, Travis's epic guitar solo. We're going to cover all of that today. It's probably going to take me 20 minutes. There's a lot to unpack here. So we'll do Claudio's solo next time and all of that pentatonic shred goodness. Before we get started, I mean, guys, what an epic record this is. What an epic record this is. And then this is the second track that I've done a lesson for. We also did the Suffering. Check out my Suffering video. But there's so much good stuff. Coheed, they are the last of the great guitar bands. And get their vinyl. The stuff sounds so good on vinyl. So let's get started, guys. First and foremost, the chords. Oh, wait a minute. First and foremost, tuned to E flat. The whole record is in E flat. I'm going to speak as if we are in standard tuning, though. Keep that in mind. So this is really an E flat, but we'll call it an E. No. So the backing chords are E and C, and that's for the entire song. It's just going to be 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice I'm counting in sixes. This song is in 6/8 time signature. It's a waltz. Anything that's in a 3 or a 6 has that ballroom dance kind of waltz feel. And how clever. It's the last song on the record. So like the last waltz, I think that's probably what they had in mind. So, and this timing is difficult, especially slow like this. We're at about 65 beats per minute. When you are playing a waltz time slow, you have to be very, very thoughtful when you are playing. So try to follow these lines as best as you can. Most popular music is not written in a waltz time anymore, at least for the last 200 years it hasn't been. So you don't see or hear a lot of this stuff. So just keep in mind that we're counting off in sixes the whole time, 65 beats per minute. And a quick exercise, go on YouTube, find a 65 beat per minute backing track. Real slow, and play what you know, play the way you play, but see how long you could go without repeating yourself at a tempo that slow. It might be an eye-opening experience, and it's good for you. So play slow, it teaches control. Let's get to it, guys. So we have E and C, like I said, the E chord and a C power chord. That's the backing for the whole thing. Here is what Claudio is doing. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's all in sixes. You're gonna play an E power chord, 7, A, and 9, D with the first finger and the ring finger. Play the open E, then the A string, then the D string, open G, back to the D, back to the A. So we're going. We're going to do that 4 times. Then we're going to move over to the C. And here we're going to play, it's a C major 7. These guys love C major 7. Godsend Conspirator. Go check out my Godsend Conspirator video. It's all over C major 7. Travis plays a C major 7 arpeggio in the Pearl of the Stars guitar solo. It's a great voicing. They love it a lot for a good reason. But C major 7's a chord you should know. 3rd fret A, 5th fret of the D, and the 4th fret of the G. That B note to a C, C, D, E, F, G. A, B is the 7. That's why we have C major 7. And it adds that hint of sadness to an otherwise happy major chord. And it just fits. It just sounds more sophisticated. So, in your own play, throw more major 7s and minor 7s out there. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. 3rd fret A, 5th fret D, the open G, and then the 4th fret, that's our B note, our major 7, and then you're going to bend up a half step and bring it back down and then play that open G again. That's what Claudio is doing in the backing. The lead guitar, a lot of triads. Stick with me here. A lot of triads, a lot of slides, a lot of cool stuff. The lead guitar is going to do this. So we are sliding from the 7th fret of the G into the 9th fret with our ring finger. Pinky finger to the 10th fret of the B. Then you want to play the 8th fret to the 7th fret, and then the 9th fret of the G, then the 7th fret of the G. So we want to go. We're going to repeat that 4 times. When Claudio goes to C, we too, if we're playing Travis's parts, are going to also go to C. This is a C major triad arpeggio. 10th fret of the D, 9th fret of the G, and the 12th fret of the G string. So, and the lick goes like this. And there we're going to bend this A note, the 10th fret of the A string, a whole step to a B. So guess what? Yeah, you guessed it. C major 7 arpeggio. So 10th fret of the D, 9th fret G, 12th fret G, bend the 10th fret of the B up, back to normal, and then the 9th fret of the G string. We're going to repeat that 4 times. Then we go to an E blues lick. It's literally an E blues scale played backwards. So you can use your ring finger and your middle finger the whole time, but I'm going pinky finger. 15th fret of the B to the 12th fret of the B with the first finger. Then we're gonna go 15, 14, 12 on the G. That's B flat, A, G. This note here, by the way, that's what's making it the blues. That's what's making it a blues scale. That's your flat 5, your tritone, B flat. Listen to what E and B flat sound like together. I've explained in earlier videos that if you were a musician in the Middle Ages, they would remove your hands for playing that in public. They thought it was bringing upon the wrath of Lucifer and all this good stuff, and Black Sabbath took it. That is the interval that we are throwing in this run here, that B flat. So throw that into your playing. And everything sounds bluesy. Anyway, so it's that 15, 12 B, 15, 14, 12 G, and then 14, 12, 14 on the D string. Back to the C major 7 arpeggio. 3 times. And then we're going to play this E minor pentatonic lick. Fifteenth fret of that B. Bend that up a whole step. Don't forget to dig in. Bend your bends higher than you think you need to. And bring them back down, and then you have your 12th fret of the B string. Real smooth. The lighter you stay on your fingers, the better this is going to sound. 14 G up and down, pull off to the 12th fret, and then the 14th fret of the D. So you get. All right, so that covers the entire intro. Now we know what Travis is doing. We know what Claudio is doing, and it's going to bring it down. It's very similar to what we were doing before. One guitar is still just going to play E and C, and Claudio's guitar is going to go all palm mute. Same exact thing, and then almost the same thing. We're gonna ditch the bend idea here. It's a little more subdued in the verse. All palm muted, 3 on the A, 5 on the D, open G, 4th fret G, 5th fret G, open G. Back and forth. So that is what Claudio is doing in the verse. We're going to go back and forth between that, and Travis will just be playing the open chords E and C. Let's get to the solo, guys. Here's our first lick, E minor pentatonic. Guitar soloing 101, but it's as much as it's 101 and it's the first thing that we learn, it's so important and it sounds good always, whether you're Travis Stever or you're Zach Wild or you're some guy at home making videos showing people how to play guitar on YouTube. This is gonna sound good. 14th fret of the G string. Then we're gonna get our pinky finger in on the act here to the 15th fret of the B. 15th fret B, and we're gonna bend that 14 G up and release. Pull off to the 12th fret of the G, and then 14th fret D string on root note. Pull off 14 to 12 on the D string to the 14th fret of the A, to the 12th fret of the D, and then wait for it to the 14th fret back to root. Repeat the line. And then he's hitting that 3 times, that root note, dun, 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 leading us into all the way up here. We're gonna go to the 22nd fret of the E string, which is a D note, and we're gonna bend up a whole step so that it's E. It's a root note. Up a whole step, back down to 22nd fret, normal, 20, 19, to the 20th fret again, to the 19. So you get this. It's a D, C, B, C, B. Then bend that right up again. And this time, same run, but end it on the 20th fret of the B string. Then you gotta jump right back here and go. So that's the 5th fret of the A string. It's a D note, 5th fret of the A string. And I'm palm muting the whole thing until we get to, really helps with texture if you can palm mute and then open back up, something to practice. 5th fret A string, 4th fret D, 5th fret, 7 to the 4th fret of the G. So you get, you have to alternate pick. More specifically, economy pick. And what that is, common sense picking. Pick in the direction that you're moving. So if you're picking notes that are on the same string, like that 4, 5, 7 on the D, alternate pick those. But if you're going from the 5th fret of the A to the 4th fret of the D, or any note from the A string to the D string, or any adjacent strings, and you're moving down, it doesn't make any sense to jump over that string and then pick up. So pick in the direction that you're moving, and you'll be more efficient with your movement. So that's down, down, up, down, down. So to start on a down pick and end on a down pick. And then we're gonna go backwards. 7, 5, 4 on the D. And then open it up. So you get quick 16th notes. And then open up 7, 5, 4. So that altogether you get this. And then we're gonna go hammer on 4 to 7 on the G. I'm going burst finger to the pinky finger. And then your middle finger is gonna go 5B, and you're gonna pick that 2 times. So, now this might be the trickiest part of the whole solo. We're going to play triplets here. 5th fret, 7th fret, and the 10th fret. Into that whole spiel. So 5, 7, and 10. That's an A and a B and a D. Now we're gonna pull off, and real slick like, you wanna take that first finger and make sure it's covering both the E string and the B string at the 5th fret. We're gonna pick, pull, pull. And then that's 10-7-5 on the E. And then we're gonna go 10-8-5 on the B. So you get. Now watch it. You only got to do it once. And you want to slide that first finger over to the 7th fret and grab this octave bend. Where we have our first finger stay still on that 7th fret of the B, but the ring finger is going to bend the 9th fret of the G up. It should sound. You'll hear that make an octave. And it's really important to keep that first finger still when you do that. Keep that first finger still when you do that and bend up. And we bend with 2 fingers, the ring finger and the middle finger. So, land down on the 7th fret of the D. Then we'll bend up again. 9-7-9 on that G. You can either vibrato or you can hit it twice and then vibrato. The next line is going to be. So we're all built. Now, real quick, let's take a look at what we're actually playing here. This is all built around an E minor triad. 7th fret of the E, 8th fret of the B, and the 9th fret. I've done lots of lessons on triads because they're so important and all your favorite guitar players are doing this. People wonder, well, how come I sound like this and this person sounds like, well, you're getting your melodies from notes that are in the chords, your chord tones. So knowing the chords themselves is almost the entire battle here. After that, you just got to repeat. It's all about repetition. 7, 8, 9, that's your E minor chord. And if we go to the 10th fret of the E and add a D note, then you get an E minor 7 chord. So this whole lick is going to be built, and this whole section of this part of the solo is built out of this E minor 7 arpeggio. It lands all those notes in that chord, the 10th fret of the E, to the 7th fret of the E also, then 10, 8, 7 on the B, and then back to the 8th fret, to the 7th fret, to the 9th fret of the G, that's our E note, that's our root. Hit it twice, give it a vibrato. We'll slide up to the 10th fret of the B. Slide up to that 10th fret of the B and play 12, 10, 12. Then to the 13th fret, and then back to the 12. You could also go 8th fret E, 12. I've seen it written that way, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. That might be how Travis actually plays it, but you could do this all on one string. 10, 12, 10, 12, 13, 12. That C note to the B note at the end there. And then we're going to do another octave bend, this time on the 14th fret of the G, and leave that first finger on the 12th fret of the B. Use 2 fingers to push up and get. And then again, really dig into that. If you mute the strings here, E, A, and D, you can kind of get a little more aggression on that pick. And then it goes 12 E to the 15th fret. And then we bend up a whole step. And Claudio's gonna come in and we'll talk about what Claudio has to say next time. I'm gonna break down all of Claudio's parts. I promise. But we got the intro. We got the verse for both Claudio and Travis's parts, and we just broke down that whole solo. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm here to answer questions. I'm here to help, guys. I have fun doing this. Guys, keep listening. Just, hey, like I said last time, pet dogs, drink coffee, play guitar. Have fun with it. It's supposed to be fun. Don't forget that. This is the most fun in the whole world, and I have a lot of fun doing it. So, guys, see you next time.